The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 28 days remain.
Speaking of...
Gastro's been acting as a proxy since the giant sandworms made the governorship one big open question. Everyone's gathered here today to learn what's what, and probably to sentence me to exile.
That's terrible.
I do feel terrible, but that one vote they took was correct after all.
I asked you all to gather here so I could speak about Martira's governance. But while Barden was recuperating, I was glad to act as his proxy. However, henceforth, I would like Barden to resume his duties as governor.
But what's this?
This town's autonomy was initiated by your sheer pluck. At the time, I cooperated only so I could use you for my own ends. But I had a revelation in those moments as the giant sandworm approached. I saw that I cannot even protect myself, much less the people. When you returned here exhausted and in tatters, I regretted everything from the bottom of my heart. My actions are unpardonable.
Sir Gastro. But if I go back to governing, it's...
Have some faith in yourself, Barden.
All right, if you say so. I'm just not sure where to start. Except to begin with an apology. My excessive measures frightened you all, and I implemented them because of my own insecurity. I was anxious about whether or not I could keep you safe, so I turned to surveillance and barriers. No more. We'll keep some of our armed forces, but what I really need for security is to have faith in you all. That's why I am not fit to govern.
It's not over yet.
That's right. It's never over. We can still improve this town. And we want you to see it done. Barden, listen. I followed your example and built a defensive barrier myself.
I did too. And I had an idea. We could turn uninhabited houses into shelters.
Things didn't go well before, that's true. But you're not the only one at fault, Barden. This is just as much our town as yours.
Oh, laddies and lassies.
You see? After 2 disasters, everyone has a more mature view of things. You're free to decline. But is that really what you want to do?
Well, now I must apologize. If it truly is what everyone wants, I'll be the governor of Martira again. This time, I won't do anything to scare the populace. We'll have faith in each other and the town's unity will be known far and wide. And for our first step, I have the perfect suggestion. Step forward, young man. The reason I stand here now is thanks to this fella. He is the hero who saved this town. The one most worthy of the crown. I want us to support him as the future king.
Yes!
Barden and a hero together!
Come to think of it, I never told you the truth behind that bit of arson. It was this little poor wee un who started it. He didn't mean to, but he touched an igniter some fool had left behind. I only know this because just the other day he came to me begging for forgiveness, all in tears. If I'd known from the start, I would have just thought it a lone accident. Instead, I acted like invaders had infiltrated us. Got my people all terrified.
But in truth, you're a kind person.
I'm the kind of man who rushes in without thinking. I ought to take more care and not act so rash. Let's focus on the future now. This region, in fact the whole country, depends on it. Mind if I ask you just one more time? If you think I'm fit to govern?
There's no one more qualified for the job than you, Barton.
And you truly believe that? Then I must devote myself to the work even more, so as not to disappoint the future king. Thank you greatly for everything you've done. This only happened because I had your support. Even when I made mistakes, you stuck by my side. I'll return the favor one day. I swear it.
The Honorable Guardsman, Barton, keeper and heriter of the Commander's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
You're the one who brought light to this town, to this country. Today really is such a bonny day. I'm blessed with the greatest of friends. The townspeople love me, despite all my flaws. And everyone is so... Thank you again. I'm just so happy.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 27 days remain.
You know, I've not been hearing about those killings anymore.
They catch the killer, you suppose? Must have been a real monster behind it all.
No, he wasn't. Vinker was... Sorry. Let's go. Vinker, you weren't a monster. I could tell as soon as I saw him again. He must have been hurting a lot worse than me. But he still gave me those herbs. No hesitation.
He was a good man.
Yeah. At least we know that now. He was just always fighting his anxieties. He got pushed to the edge. He and Ardell. They had that in common. Honestly, part of me kind of decided that if I could save Vinker, then I could get over losing Dell. Them two weren't that different. Always worrying about our brothers and sisters more than themselves, like, and trying to sort everything out on their own, rushing into their own problems head on. That's them too. Ever since I was a kid, my brother's always been the one pulling me along. Scary as hell making your own path in life, especially if you got something you want to protect. But it's not about the fear. I'm excited to make my own future, see how it all turns out. It makes me wonder if Dell and Lady Rella felt like this. Look, Cap. I want to make a better world than the one they left me. I'm gonna build a future that's got room for our joys, where everyone's got a reason to smile. That's me new dream.
We'll definitely make that dream come true.
Yeah. One day, I'll be powerful enough to change the world. I know it. If this mess with Vinka taught me anything, it's that I've still got a lot of growing up to do. So, from here on, I'm gonna stake everything on my own willpower. Time was, I'd all but given up on the future. But now, I feel like we can make a world worth fighting for that world. For your aims. I'll lay down my life if I have to. I swear it, as Basilio Magnus of the Brothers Magnus.
The ardent champion, Basilio, keeper and heritor of the Berserker's virtues, by the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I'm gonna carry all their hopes now, I swear it. Anyhow, tonight, let's dance till daybreak. Hey! What's the matter? Vinka's funeral, eh? And a funeral means singing, dancing, a proper knees up, right? What's that look for? Don't tell me that's only us parapus what do that. Well, who cares? Gotta send Vinka off with a smile anyhow. Let's get the whole gang together. Give everyone a night to remember. Right. I better start figuring out the feast. Gonna have to cook loads, what with all of our friends, and I'm definitely making me and Dell's favourites. Dell never got a proper send-off either, come to think. So let's drink, eat, and dance this part all through the night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 26 days remain.
With all of you.
That's...
I see.
Then... Not on my watch!
There's a runner.
Everyone's here.
Now then.
Interesting.
Not on my watch. It's your call.
Let's be off.
With the protection of the royal magic gone, the tournament for the throne escalates. Those who would turn the tide with military might are spurred by opportunity. However, the case of Jin Dulz was something altogether different. Standing firm in his path is the party's gauntlet runner, there to take back what Jin stole from Nurus.
That can only be Jin.
What? We can make short work of them.
You people! Why are you here?
We could ask you the same thing! Why'd you steal Nurus's relic?
I had no other choice. If I can't prove I'm useful to Luis, then he'd kill me. I thought if I could find him some kind of treasure, some token, I could win his mercy. And your engineer, he's the one who made a runner fly. His secrets are bound to be valuable. Maybe valuable enough that Luis would spare my life, but... damn it all! I don't give a damn anymore! This time I'll really slaughter you all! The royal magic's off the table! I can kill you and offer up your heads to Luis himself!
I am bit of this!
Trying to teach this little thief a lesson. Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Here I go! Let it burn!
Oh,
You hit their weakness!
I'll show you!
I'll cut you!
I can take this.
Hope, let's go. Roar!
You hit their weakness!
Okay,
That's your own thing, Captain!
Let's do this! No! Stop it!
I shall do my wizard! Rage! Fire! I call upon a royal soul! So don't give up easy!
You give me no choice! The lightning!
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing! Lightning strike!
I'm ending this! Come on!
So annoying.
My shoulders.
Take this!
Cursed!
Gina's got a hex on
Take my fullest power! Let it burn!
I hit their weakness!
Damn it, I won't hold back! Come to this! Flare!
Wait a sec. You better be ready. It's getting windy!
Every wizard! Not this tactic. I can do this! Rage! Fire!
No!
Captain, they've slowed you down!
Guards up!
Damn it! Bloody hell! How in blazes are you so strong? Even without the royal magic! Bollocks! What can I even do? This isn't good! This is how it ends! Swing and a miss!
Excellent, Captain!
Let's go. Is there enough?
Lend me your strength!
Let's get him!
Let's do this!
Still here?
You thought they've slowed you down!
I love this part!
Let my power support you.
I'll slice you!
Wait! I'm sorry. I'll return what I've stolen.
You really...
You better listen up. Don't go getting any big ideas about crossing us again. You just... I don't know. Skedaddle and lay low until Luis is out of the picture.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Will do. Skedaddling presently.
Ah, you got them back! I knew you two could manage it! Most helpful. Ooh, would have been dire indeed if the thief were the one to complete it.
Dire how?
There's something I've got to tell you two. It's about what these relics really are. It was nagging at me a bit, you recall? Why were the relics scattered all across the lab?
There must be a reason.
Has to be, eh? I thought the same. As if someone deliberately made sure they'd be separated. You see, in the course of my tinkering, I worked out that these relics could still function as components to a greater device. The trigger mechanism is a bit like magic igniters, but without a doubt, it's something different altogether. Something utterly transcending modern technology. Based on the few clues present, and my own technical knowledge, I can only conclude... It's a weapon of mass destruction, capable of destroying the world as we know it.
A weapon?
Like the King's magic, or Luis's magic. No, perhaps something even greater. It's a power that could end an entire civilization.
This little thing could do all that. Why even make something so...
Who knows? No way now of telling the creator's motives. But I think I understand how this sort of thing happens. Once you're struck with a grand enough idea, you can't help but bring it to life. As a technician, no doubt they only thought to prove their hypothesis, no matter the danger involved. Only once it became real, they saw the horror in what they'd created. And so this was their effort to bury it, scattering it in pieces across Ukrainian leagues. Hard to say if they plan to put it back together someday, or if they just couldn't bring themselves to destroy the fruit of their labors. Say, old boy, what do you suppose we should do with this?
Let's destroy it. Right now.
Was hoping you'd say that. Truth be told, I was thinking to break it no matter what you decided. I'm grateful you gathered all the pieces for me, but now we know the truth. Wow. Not much else to be done, eh? I hope you can understand.
But how are you going to destroy it?
Couldn't be simpler, really. If we're not putting it together, you've just got to crush the central component. If I'd found this as a younger man, it wouldn't even have crossed my mind to break it. After traveling with you all, and getting to keep working on the runner, it's all been a sharp reminder of why I became an engineer. Technology's not a selfish pursuit. It's something you use to make other people's lives better, happier. That's how I managed to make this gauntlet runner fly. So thank you.
It's all thanks to your hard work, Nerys.
Oh, come now. Going to give a chap a big head. Really, you're the one who gave me the push I needed. So, in that vein, let me pledge my support anew, what? As genius, inventor, and architect of the people's joys.
The free-hearted engineer, Nerys, keeper and heritor of the gunner's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
If we can build an engine, we can build a nation. Under the circumstances, we've got to learn to take inspiration from the world around us, instead of mooning and pining over brilliance of the past. Plenty of modern inventions took design inspiration from this sort of relic too. We'll need to work out how to make them safer to operate. Right, splendid. I'm feeling positively activated now. Let's have a proper think for the rest of today. Work out some exciting new concepts together. And while we're at it, would you mind hanging around to watch me break this old thing?
The truth is...
You will? Really?
Thank you.
Why?
Are you, perchance, looking for this? Did my last words have you in tears? What's with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
How are you even alive?
What? Did you want me dead? Sorry to disappoint, but as you can see, I'm no spectre. Even if the world would have preferred otherwise, I plan to keep living. as long as you and my mother wish for it. Consider the letter a bit of a stage prop.
But everything you wrote was sincere.
Quite so. Alas, did my deceit diminish my sincerity? I'm sure you've told your fair share of lies as well. The same is true of all your future subjects. No man or woman is completely honest. Fiction has its role to play in supporting people. Like with you in that book you hold so dear, yes? But there comes a time in all lives where reality starts to give chase. It closes in on us eventually. So when that time comes, well, if that time comes, we'll run from it for as long as we can. Is that so wrong? Of course not. It all comes back to weakness. But it's weakness that makes people interesting. I find it endearing. Should you ever have a need of deception, you can rely on me. I'll be at your service, no matter where or when.
Thank you, Alonso.
You're very welcome. Now go on and show me that new world of yours. Oh, that reminds me. When I was giving my regards to the landowner, he said that you had called me your friend. A long time ago, my mother once told me to keep my friends close. She said that one's parents are bound to depart this world first, but friends would stand by me for life. Back then, I couldn't see past trying to keep her alive. But now, I think you and I might just have a future. So long, young majesty.
This place. Got it.
All right.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 25 days remain.
Goodbye now!
Huh?
It's too much to take.
Mission accomplished.